Today I'm going to be teaching you about routine 23, closed syllable, and I'm going to focus on step 3 is when they actually put it into the multi-syllabic context. For this step, you can use either fake words or you can use real words. Typically, I would start with your fake words and make sure that kids are proficient on those before I introduce the real words, so I know that they're not using context clues or schema to decode. I'm going to start mostly with just emphasizing the I do, and then we'll just briefly talk about the we do at the end. Okay? So we have been learning about different syllables, and we've started by looking at the closed syllable. After we figured out how to identify a closed syllable as a single vowel followed by one or more consonants, we realized that the closed syllable can be read by using a short vowel sound. Now we're going to start to put those syllables together in order to make longer, more complex words. Listen while I show how I can break words up in order to read them. So here's my first word. I always start by finding my vowels. I notice I have an A, and all the way down here I have an E. This is a long word. It is a multisyllabic word because each one of these vowels makes a sound. And we know that a syllable has a single vowel sound. So here I'm going to underline my A, and I'm going to underline my E. Now I look in between my vowels, and I notice I have two consonants, a D and an M. Typically, when you have two consonants between two vowels, you split in between them for your two syllables. Now I can break each one apart and practice reading them one by one. I notice I have one vowel followed by one or more consonants, which makes it closed, so it says the short vowel sound, add. Then I look at my second syllable. I have one vowel followed by one or more consonant, which makes it closed, so it says the short E sound, e. This says messed. When I put them together, I have admest. I do the same routine for my second card. I start by finding the vowels, and if you want, you can underline them. Then I look in between the vowels. I notice that I have two consonants. Typically, then, we would split between those two consonants to get our two syllables. I read each one by one, then blend them together. Here I have one vowel followed by one or more consonants, so it's closed with the short vowel sound, a, fan. Then I have one vowel followed by one or more consonants, so it's closed, so it's going to say the short I sound, it, dit. When I put it together, I have fanned it. This one looks a little more complex because it's a longer word, so I start again by finding my vowels, A and A. I look in between those two vowels and I see I have three consonants. Typically we split down the middle, but there is no middle, so what I have to look for is blends and digraphs that like to stay together. The CH sticks together, so I'm going to split it in between the M and the CH because the CH makes a single sound. Now that I have it split, I can read them syllable by syllable. This is one vowel followed by one or more consonants, so it's closed with a short vowel sound. It says ban. Then over here, I have one vowel followed by one or more consonants, so it's closed. It also says a, so it's going to say cham, bam cham. On this one, I find my vowels, and then I look to see where I can split them up. I have three consonants again, so I have to look for blends or digraphs that stick together. In this case, FS doesn't stick together, but SK does, sk. So I'm going to split it up between the F and the SK. Now I take it syllable by syllable. One vowel, one or more consonant, closed, short vowel sound, bath. One vowel, one or more consonant, closed, short vowel, it, skim, bath skim. Now it doesn't always have to be that the blend or digraph goes on the second syllable. In this case, when I find my two vowels, I have S-H-M. I know that S-H makes one sound, sh, so I'm going to keep that together, and I'm going to split the S-H and the M apart. Now when I read it, sash, mit, sashmit. Even if the two letters are the same in between your vowels, you still tend to split down the middle of them. I start by finding my vowels, the U and the I. I notice I have two consonants in between, and the rule holds typically, unless it's a blend or a digraph, that you split between them. When I read my two syllables, I have a closed syllable, shut, a closed syllable, tim. When I put it together, shut tim. Okay? Now, when you went to the We Do 1, you would go through that same process, but you would be eliciting answers from students through questioning. When you get to the We Do 2, you might just be holding up the cards or having the kids write the words on a whiteboard and then just chorally reading the words together. It's just gradually pulling those supports away. And once you get to the You Do, obviously you could be giving words to students and they'd be independently decoding them.